I always love those clips where they, put a different person on it and they have like the intro. Always a funny video to watch. But we got to talk about the left actually making some pretty incredible Trump ads. And the funny part about it is they don't do it intentionally. We've checked out several of these types of videos in the past where, somebody from the left makes a video and they think that they're making a video that's going to be negative for Trump and Republicans, but in reality, it ends up being something that's pretty darn fantastic. And here's another one of those clips. Yeah, we got to talk about Project 2025. Yes, I know, we've heard it, and we're going to get into it more in another video because you guys are not going to want to miss that one, what they're trying to do in terms of the left with this whole Project 2025. But I'll spare you guys that one. But for today, like I said, we have this woman here who is trying to fearmonger people, but actually I think this is a great campaign ad for Trump. What do y'all think? Let's dive in.
The Republican Party's agenda for women in this upcoming 2024 election is pretty clear. They want us married to men and having their children, and that is the only thing they want for us. They don't want us to be single mothers. They don't want us to be in same-sex relationships.
Well, hold on. What's wrong with being in a relationship with a man? And what's wrong with not being a single... Excuse me. And what's wrong with not being a single mother? Like, who in the world advocates for being a single mother? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I'm going to advocate to be a single mother. I'm going to advocate to struggle even more for the rest of my life. Like, what? Huh? I'm telling you, these folks don't make any type of sense, man.
And that is the only thing they want for us. They don't want us to be single mothers. They don't want us to be in same-sex relationships. And they definitely do not want us to be childless. If you don't believe me, this came directly from their playbook.
Don't want you to be childless. What's wrong with having kids? Having kids is a beautiful thing. Trust me. I've got a young one myself, as most of you or a lot of you already know. I used to have her on the channel a lot when she was an infant. So a lot of you already know that. So what's wrong with having a kid again? I'm confused. I'm a little lost here. Huh? Like, having a kid is a beautiful thing. And everyone with children, having a kid is such a beautiful moment. Especially, well, I guess I can't really talk too much, but especially like your first one, because there's like so many emotions. You're excited. You're a little bit worried because it's your first, because, you don't really know what's going on. But then it happens and it's like, wow, this is actually really, really great. I don't even know what I was worried about. Did any of you have that moment with like your first kid? Let me know. Anyway, let's continue.
Mandate for leadership on Project 2025's website. Let's start here. On page 13, promise number 4 says that they want to secure our God-given individual right to enjoy the blessings of liberty. They say the pursuit of the good life is found primarily in family, marriage, and children. On page 451, one of their goals for the Department of Health and Human Services is to promote stable and flourishing married families. Families comprised of a married mother, father, and their children are the foundation of a well-ordered nation and healthy society. Unfortunately, family policies and programs under President Biden's Health and Human Services are fraught with agenda items focusing on, quote, LGBTQ equity, quote, subsidizing subsidizing single motherhood, disincentivizing work, and penalizing marriage. These policies should be repealed and replaced by policies that support the formation of a stable, married, nuclear family. Working fathers are essential to the well-being and development of their children.
I agree with not subsidizing single mothers. I legitimately trying to be careful here without calling anybody out, but I know folks who scam the system, right? So I don't think you should incentivize, single motherhood, right? The way that listen, this is why I say I don't think I could ever be a president. People would probably really hate me, because I'm going to give you the brutal and honest truth, whether you like it or not. And I feel like a lot of folks in this country, because they've been given handouts their entire life, will really hate what it is that I have to say. I know people, for example, who had one kid and could not afford having one kid, but because Uncle Sam, Big Brother Government, is going to come in and help out with food stamps and all types of government assistance, they went on to have 2, 3, 4 more other kids, right? You couldn't even afford the first one, but then you had 3 or 4 others, and the government is sending you food stamps, they're helping you with your housing, yada, yada, yada. The way that I see it, listen, we'll help you when you have your first kid, if you're down on your luck, right? Because things happen. We understand that. I understand that. Okay? Things happen. It is what it is. We will help you for a year, right? Maybe 2. But beyond that, you're on your own. You're not going to just live on government assistance. Nah. Government housing, food stamps, that whole 9. Nope. You've got a year to buy a toilet and a ruler and get your shit straight. And after that, you're on your own. If you want to have more kids, you better call up the father. Or you better make sure the father's going to be there when you lay down. You know what I mean? Or before you lay down to have that kid, you better make sure that man is going to stay there. Okay? So I think that would be beneficial. But what do y'all think? Maybe I'm an idiot, maybe I'm a little too harsh. Maybe my view has been tainted because of the things that I have personally seen throughout my life. Like I said, with people taking advantage of the system. Y'all let me know. All right? Talk to me, please. I'm sure some of y'all know some people that take advantage of the system too. Yeah.
Married, nuclear family. Working fathers are essential to the well-being and development of their children, but the United States is experiencing a crisis of fatherlessness that is ruining our children's futures. Mind you, nowhere in here in this entire document are they addressing the root cause of fatherlessness at all. At no point have they held fathers accountable for this, but I digress. In the overwhelming number of cases, fathers insulate children from physical and sexual abuse, financial difficulty, or poverty, incarceration, teen pregnancy, poor educational outcomes, high school failure, and a host of behavioral and psychological problems. By contrast,
that is true. And I believe even Obama came out and said something to that effect a while back as well. So even Obama, admitted, when you don't have a dad at home, you're at more risk of a lot of these different things. I don't remember all the statistics. We'd have to call up Larry Elder for that. Shout out to Larry Elder, because that guy has all the statistics just like a Rolodex in the back of his mind. He could just... Speaking of Larry Elder, he probably wouldn't be a bad vice president. What do y'all think? I know it was completely random, but it just popped up in my mind. Larry Elder for vice president? I don't think that would be terrible. Actually, I think it'd be pretty darn good. I'm a big fan of Larry Elder. And the guy knows his stuff. Every time that I've checked him out, the guy's been on top of things. Even when he went to the Breakfast Club, absolutely schooled those folks. And I think I made a video on it because the comment section, they were all in favor of Larry Elder. The comment section on the Breakfast Club's YouTube channel, their subscribers were all in favor of Larry Elder. It was honestly amazing. But y'all let me know, how do you feel about Larry Elder actually being a vice president? I like it. And honestly, I could see Larry Elder actually leading the Republican Party. Granted, he is older. He is older. I like Byron, of course, as well as I talked about before, but I could see Larry Elder doing it as well. Yeah. But what do y'all think? Let me know. I know I'm getting distracted here, but I just wanted to ask you guys that question. Let's hop back in.
High school failure, and a host of behavioral and psychological problems. By contrast, homes with non-related boyfriends present are among the most dangerous place for a child to be. HHS should prioritize married father engagement in its messaging, health, and welfare policies. So they are pushing that women stay married to the fathers of their children.
Yeah, why is that a bad thing? As a matter of fact, if we're going to incentivize or subsidize anything, we should be subsidizing people who are in the same household, mother and father in the same household. What do you guys think about that? Like, instead of subsidizing single mothers, right? Which I get it, things happen, so we could do it for a little bit. But instead of subsidizing that, subsidize mother and fathers actually being in a home together. I feel like there's a strong incentive now. Okay. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know. But that sounded like a great ad to me. Prioritizing, making sure that we lower the fatherlessness rate in this country. That sounds like a great idea to me. Even though Project 2025 is not Trump's plan, he has Agenda 47. Trump has never endorsed Project 2025. It was made by the Heritage Foundation. So, honestly, Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025. But from what she just described there, it sounded pretty darn good to me. I ain't complaining. Are you? Y'all let me know. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.